I cut my hair off. And if you want to watch the process, click the link right here. I haven't been as active as I wanted to be on this channel, and because of that, I don't just have one story, I have 3. And stick to the end because the last one is really, really good. Dream, 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 dream. Before we get into the dream situation, I just want to say that I don't know him. I don't have a personal problem with him, and I've never had a personal problem with him. This is all just speculation. All of these things allegedly happened. That means that we don't know for sure if it happened or if it didn't happen. We are just saying what is going around on the internet. And for those of you who are unaware, an allegation is a claim or assertion that somebody has done something illegal or wrong, typically one made without proof. And why did I bring that up? Because everything in this story is an allegation. I'm not saying Dream did this. I'm also not saying he didn't. I don't know if he did. But this is what people are saying, and so we're going to talk about it. But who is Dream? Well, Dream is one of the biggest Minecraft YouTubers, I would say, on the planet. He's known for his cult-like fan base, his speedruns, and known for always being in some form of controversy. But some of these controversies are not so good. But the drama we're going to be talking about involves another character. One that you might know and maybe even love. That is Gumball. Wait, I mean Nicholas Cantu. Well, actually, they're the same person because Nicholas Cantu is the voice actor for Gumball in The Amazing World of Gumball. This all started when Nick started beefing with a fan account on Twitter, thinking that it was Dream. Allegedly, they had met up at a party and did not get along, and Dream eventually saw these tweets and decided to respond. This is what he said. "You're replying to a fake account. I'm not a pedo no matter how much you joke, but you are a shitty person. You physically assaulted me, said the N-word and other slurs, verbally berated an Uber driver, saying, 'That's why I'm a famous movie star and you're an Uber driver.' And they were just trying to help you not get arrested. Calling them the F slurs, saying your IQ is among genius, and making racist remarks towards them. Then you apologized in Twitter DMs to me because you were drunk and high. You should never treat anyone like that regardless of circumstance. Crazy how the voice actor from Dora the Explorer, Gumball, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is being racist and replying to fake Dream accounts in his free time." Not only did Dream drop that, but he also dropped a video which seemingly proved what he said to be true.
You don't understand that you're talking to like a Michelangelo of my time, right? Like I'm a genius, Albert Einstein level history book maker. You're gonna be forgotten like the dust in the sand when you're in the Sahara and there's 100 million, 1,000 billion sand particles. You're gonna be one of those, and I'm gonna be a statue erected in gold. So understand. I am like this because ADHD, autism, neurodivergent.
I have ADHD as well.
Right, but because you said that's what the mask is.
All right, look, before we move on, I think it should be known that Nick is clearly having some kind of manic episode, some kind of mental health things going on. Despite that, I don't think it's okay for him to be saying the things that he said, but that is just something that you should be aware of. He was not necessarily in control of his actions. And in a weird turn of events, instead of getting canceled by the whole internet, Nick kind of made it out unharmed. It seems like everybody's hatred for Dream overshadowed the fact that Nick was saying all these things, and everyone kind of just swept it under the rug. And it is in the midst of this battle between Dream and Gumball that an account by the name Burner22 would drop this video where they allege that Dream was moaning and sending it to them on Snapchat. But there's 2 things that I want to say about this. One is that anybody can make a fake account, name it Dream's real name, and then claim to be sending videos and messages to people who they shouldn't be. It's not uncommon. As a creator, especially one that gets a lot of hate, things like these are kind of bound to happen. People are going to impersonate you to try to make your image look bad, and it's just kind of unavoidable. And 2, Dream does encourage parasocial behavior. I don't even feel like saying allegedly because he does do that. And he knows that his fans will probably do whatever he tells them to do. And this certainly doesn't help this case and any of the other allegations from the past. I know Dream has been known to be a troll from time to time, but like I said, when you have viewers that are really young, you have to add an extra layer of separation between the creator and the fan. And it just doesn't seem like Dream makes that line very clear. And another reason that this has been circulating online so much is because Dream himself said that he would make a video addressing the whole situation. But he's likely taking a break from social media and crafting his response. And I really hope that he can disprove all of these allegations. Because true or not, these allegations can be career destroying in a lot of cases. And it's honestly surprising that Dream has kept up his career for so long, especially considering all of the controversy he's been in. Whenever his video does drop, I will be watching it, and if I have time, I will try to go over it. But until then, we kind of just have to wait. Which brings us to our next story. Xqc. You might have heard of Xqc already, and if you haven't, I'll put a link right here. But this controversy doesn't have to do with his gambling or his bad takes. This has to do with his love life. This has to do with his very public breakup with another streamer by the name Adept. Following their very public breakup, Adept and Xqc got into a legal battle where Adept claimed that they were in a common law marriage and was filing for divorce. And I'm not a lawyer, I don't know if them being in Canada makes a difference, but I do know that X wasn't allowed to talk about it on stream, and so we didn't hear about it for months. Until December 5th of 2023, when Xqc announced to the stream that he had won the legal battle.
To go away from the computer, so we could call and confirm if it was true or not and get an explanation. They just gave me the news that I was no longer in any significant legal battle, and it's all over.
And for this section of the video, I want to give a shout out to this Twitter account, Xqc Reviews, because they're a big reason that I got the information that I was able to get. So I just want to give them a shout out. You can follow them, do whatever you want. So this account posted this tweet, which appeared to be X leaking the messages between her and X. And look, I'll just say, everyone knows that one couple that just breaks up and then gets back together and then just breaks up and then gets back together. But when you're a public figure, I think you should really be more mindful about these kind of things, and the pair just takes it to the next level. And I can sympathize with both of them, but I don't think that X looks really good right now. Xqc was seen making out with streamer Nixie on his stream not long after he had broken up with Adept.
Sorry. Sorry guys, I'm still in your juicer.
What if it is all a
See you in a
dream?
minute.
Xqc Felix, wake up chat, wake up, it's not real, wake
Bye.
up.
Wake up, this isn't real.
Wake up.
I don't necessarily think what Adept is doing is right. I think you should keep these things to yourself. But I think that Xqc is dealing with the consequences of his decisions. I mean, here he is with a big house, a nice watch, and millions of dollars. But he's still lonely, and it shows. He's trying to reach out to the last person who was the closest to him, and it's not going too well. And on top of that, it's all very public, which I just think is sad. Xqc did respond to Adept on his Instagram story later on, but deleted everything soon after. On his story, he posted a picture of his call logs with the caption, "POV, you're trying to move on." The call log was full of dozens of calls from a no caller ID number. There's also a video in which Xqc claimed that Adept was trying to manipulate him into getting her a bigger ring and more money. But like I said, he deleted this all soon after. Later posting, "Sorry to use Insta to clear rumors and leaks. I just want everyone to move past this. We can both be happy apart." Ultimately, that is what I want for Adept and Xqc. I hope that they can both be happy, whether that be together or apart. Right now, I just don't think they should be together, but maybe later on in the future, who knows? Which brings us to the last section of this video. Twitch TOS changes. This all happened when a streamer named Morgpie was banned off of Twitch for doing a topless stream. She wasn't necessarily showing anything, but she was showing a lot, if you get what I'm saying. I'm not going to show it in this video, but it was a little revealing. And the internet went crazy. Morgpie is a pretty big streamer, and she's pretty well known in the sex industry. But the thing that really threw a curveball at the whole situation is that not long after banning Morgpie, Twitch came out and redid their TOS. And it now allows pole dancing, grinding, and nudity, as long as it's artistic. This isn't really far off from the hot tub streams that we're already used to, but now creators of these not safe for work streams have to correctly label and tag these streams so that they don't appear on the home screen. And this seemed to outrage the internet even more. And this is because people believe that Twitch is a platform for children, but Twitch has never outright said that they're only catering children. I do think there should be proper categorization, but ultimately, this is a good thing, especially for the streamers. It really seems to be the incel population that is really mad, probably because this gives women another unfair advantage, but I got news for them. The world is unfair. Some of us are smart, some of us are funny, and some of us look good, so you might as well get it how you live. To me, it just seems like female streamers get the worst rep. Everyone wants to hate on the women. A big reason Twitch wanted to implement this new TOS is because of the inconsistency with the bans. We have streamers that would get banned for showing a little bit too much skin on accident, and then we have the hot tub streamers who are just doing their thing completely unfazed. Doing this allows there to be a more defined line and ceiling of what is allowed and what is not allowed on the platform. There's definitely still much work to do, but like I said, I think this is a good thing. I think people who are mad are just freaking out a little too much. If you don't want to see it, just don't click on their stream. It's not going to be on the homepage. We have platforms like Kick and Rumble that are letting you gamble and letting people harass people on camera, and no one's doing a thing about it. But that's just my opinion. And if you feel differently, let me know down in the comments and tell me why. But I'm done with this video. Leave a like and subscribe if you made it this far. I'll see you in the next one.
A few moments later.
So in the process of editing this video, it looks like Twitch went back on their TOS changes. Author Dan Clancy gave us this statement, which I'm going to read right now. On Wednesday, we updated our sexual content policy. Our primary goal in making these updates was to make our guidelines easier to understand and enforce. Part of this update included changes to how we treat fictionalized nudity. For years, through user voice and in conversations, we heard from artists that our content policies were limiting. In making this update, we were trying to be responsive to these requests and allow the thriving artist community on Twitch to utilize the human form in their art. First, we want to make it clear that some streamers, in response to this update, created content that was in violation of our new policy. We've worked quickly to remove the content and issue channel enforcements. However, there is also a great deal of new content that was allowed under the updated policy. Much of the content created has been met with community concern. These are concerns we share. Upon reflection, we have decided that we went too far with this change. Digital depictions of nudity present a unique challenge. AI can be used to create realistic images, and it can be hard to distinguish between digital art and photography. So effective today, we are rolling back the artistic nudity changes. Moving forward, depictions of real or fictional nudity won't be allowed on Twitch, regardless of the medium. This restriction does not apply to mature-rated games. You can find emote-specific standards for nudity and sexual content on the emote guidelines. We aren't making any other changes to the updated sexual content policy. We are in the process of pushing out updates to our community guidelines that reflect this change. It will take a few days for both this vlog and for the new community guidelines to be translated. While I wish we would have predicted this outcome, part of our job is to make adjustments that serve the community. I apologize for the confusion that this update has caused. Basically, after the initial rule change, a lot of content creators got crazy and started doing a little bit too much. And like I said, if Twitch doesn't have the resources necessary to be able to categorize and separate these kinds of streams from the normal kinds of streams, then it's going to backfire. And that's exactly what happened. So all this is kind of embarrassing for Twitch in my opinion, but we'll see. Let me know what you think down in the comments. That's all.